What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC USD. Hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you all for being here. It is the 28th day of January, and here we are sitting at about $89.6 thousand with roughly 9 hours left in the day. Systematically putting in lows after higher lows after higher lows after higher lows, right? We're just finding higher lows throughout this whole range. Still in levels of fear, right? The market is a little bit irrational right now, and I do believe that what we're going to see next is a move that takes us back to the top end of this range and a move that will break us out and propel us higher, likely to this 107 to 110K area, at least 106K, but something up in this area here. It's the 28th now. I mean, it's very possible that we are here. I know it sounds crazy. It's a world away, going from 89K to 109K. But that could happen in the next week. I mean, it could be the first week of February. By the time the first week is done, that we're up there. It can happen fast, man. We've made some pretty fast moves to the upside and to the downside recently. You look at the downside move here, this very big move from a high to a low. Where's the volume? Where is it? It's just not there, man. We're on Binance, BTC USDT. It's the highest traded pair in the space. It's got the most volume, or at least it should. These volume spikes aren't anything. It's actually even smaller of a volume spike than we had back here whenever people thought we were breaking out here as well. I don't think that we're breaking out. I don't think this move means anything other than psychological warfare, and I do believe we'll prevail to the upside here. Let's get into the short-term stuff, and then we'll zoom back out. Okay, let's see. 1 hour time frame here. I like the volume. I actually really like the volume on the 1 hour time frame. If we're looking at this overall range here, right, we don't really need volume until we're breaking out, but it's nice to get a little bit of volume as you move up. You can see volume's actually increasing. You're getting volume as you're moving up, right? You got a little bit of volume on the way down, but you broke out here, had a little bit of volume, and then you came back up. This constitutes a fake out right there. And what we're doing here, fake outs, imagine you have a zone, okay, just like this, and you're dilly-dallying, you're trying to figure out which way to go, you come down, and then you get a fake out, boom. Typically what happens is you reverse to the other direction with high velocity. And I shouldn't say high velocity, I mean, the breakout will be high velocity. So here, we're reversing the other direction, not really at a high velocity, but when we break out, we should break out with high velocity. I like the volume. Seems as though there's buying pressure coming in. Not as much volume before, a lot of volume here, right? Like, I mean, think about it here. Literally from this whole time that we were up here, there just wasn't any volume at all, really little pockets of it here and there. But here, we're in the same areas and we're getting more pockets. And even at the lows, it seems as though it's at like a higher average overall. It's really good. The 1 hour RSI is neutral, but it's bullish. The stochastics, you're at a point to bounce, but technically you're a little bit bearishly postured right now. The MACD is bullishly postured. You're also at a point to bounce. Maybe you come down a little bit lower. I would say from here, 89.8K. Not that we will, but if we were to go to like 89K or even a little bit below there, that's okay. We likely do move up by the end of the day though. 8 hours, 56 minutes left. We likely do move up by the end of the day. Let's see. I bet today closes above 90K, right? We're at 89.8K. It's not a hard assumption to make. We might even close above 91K. It could be a big finish. It is Wednesday, and Wednesdays have typically actually been some pretty big days. This was a big day here, and that was Tuesday. The following day was a Wednesday. That was a Monday. No big Wednesdays here. That was a Tuesday. There's a big Wednesday right there. Anyways, I would very much expect that we close prices above where we are now by the end of the day. But if over the next 9 hours we pull back a little bit and then we move up, that's okay. 4 hour time frame here, looking at the stochastics, a bit of a double bottom there. The RSI is also bouncing off the oversold zone, which is awesome, suggesting a bounce here. Very bullish prospects on the stochastics, very bullish prospects on the RSI. And the MACD itself has crossed above the zero. We've pulled back to the zero to find support, and now it's time to rip. Typically in this situation, and this is not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but with the 4 hour Or this is the daily time frame. I thought we were on the 4 hour. We didn't even look at the 4 hour. We're going to have to go back to the 4 hour. But I want to finish this thought on the daily time frame. It works with the daily too, but it's a lot more reliable on the 4 hour time frame. But this setup where you break out, break above the zero, and then you come back to find support here, typically you don't see the price below where its breakout point was, right? We broke out right there. Typically you don't see the price go down below the breakout point, but in these scenarios where you do break out, you come back to the zero, and then you rip, typically you get a bigger move than what the breakout move was, right? A breakout move would have been this. Bigger move is coming, probably. I want to look at the 4 hour time frame. Daily time frame, the daily stochastics and the RSI look way better, actually. Way, way better. And the MACD looks good here as well. 4 hour time frame. Stochastics are great. MACD is about to cross above the zero. The RSI looks like it's rejecting the overbought zone. And again, we're seeing a little bit, some signs that maybe we do pull back a little bit from here. But I'm not expecting anything extreme, and I don't think it'll be long-lived. We should be moving back up in a matter of no time. So if you're watching this video and we're $1,000 down, that doesn't mean the prediction was wrong. That just means it's standard volatility, boohoo, whatever. Not a big deal, and then we move up, okay? MACD looks like it wants to cross above the zero, whether that's today, Wednesday, or tomorrow, Thursday. That should give us a nice pop, which really means that we could be, we could be at like 93 or 94K by the end of today or tomorrow. Like we could be up, and maybe even more than that, right? We very well could be moving up toward or above these highs by the end of the month. It's the 28th. We have 3 days left in the month. We could really be back up here over the next 2 days. I would not be surprised in the least if by the end of January we were back up here. I wouldn't be surprised, or higher, maybe higher. But something above 94K. Anyways, I don't have anything else that I want to say. I think I've said everything I need to say. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Very bullish on Bitcoin. Nothing but bullish on Bitcoin throughout this whole range that we've had, right? We're just waiting for that next attempt. I think that next attempt will take us higher. Things will start to shift. Perspectives will start to shift in the markets. And then we will likely continue moving on, getting higher highs, moving on to new all-time highs. In the months of February and March. I really do think we could see new all-time highs as early as February, if not sometime in March. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.